Hey guys, Bman here. Welcome to today's stream. Today we've got a different one. I'm gonna fully just jump onto an alt. I've got a brand new fresh alt that's level 1. I'm gonna jump in and we're gonna set it up with camos and do all sorts of stuff on it, teach people how to do everything with that account, and then at the end of the stream I might as well just show the accounts login and password, and I guess the first person to get in and claim that account can have it, because it's absolutely just being used for this stream. So the first person that will get to it at the end when I show the account details, the password and the email and password, can just go in and claim it if they know how to. So that's how it's going to work, guys. So I'm going to be using that account to set stuff up, so I'll show you guys how to put camos over. Maybe we'll try and use it to, I don't know, we'll do all sorts of stuff, whatever questions people have for the stream and stuff like that, and then someone can enjoy it at the end of it. Blueprint swap glitch, yeah, we can do all of that stuff, go over everything. How is everyone? Smash that like button on the stream. I'm going to set a like goal for that giveaway, so if we can hit 100 likes on the 100 likes on the stream, and then I'll show the account details for that account too to give it away. But we have to hit the like goal, and then I'll just show it. Now this is what I've got planned for today's stream, guys, is I'm try and show all of these things. So this is why I'm doing a fresh account. So this right here is the list of all the stuff that I'm trying to cover in today's stream for you guys. So like these things, so how to dupe in multiplayer, how to do camos, how to do blueprints through multiplayer, and we'll also cover in zombies, how to create classes that don't wipe on this fresh account. We're going to be doing that, and I'm going to set it all up and go over all of this stuff and show you guys with this account. And then if we hit the 100 likes, I'll show you guys I'll click over here, and over here is the details for the email, login and password for that account, and I guess it'll be first in first serve, whoever can go and claim that account. And then it's an Xbox account, so that's all it really is, and you guys can make do with it if you want. I'd love to swap the Frostline anime camo over the Car 98. How to get unknown camo? Well, I'll be putting in unknown camos and stuff onto this, so I'll show you how I do it with the alts, doing the dupe and stuff like that. Are there any currently working Modern Warfare 3 camo glitches? And I don't know what you're calling. What do you mean a camo glitch? We're going to be camo swapping and duping camos and everything in today's video. What do you call a camo glitch? 1987. Hey mate, welcome to the stream. Raw. Oh gang. Yo, welcome to the stream, my friend. RX. Hey mate, welcome to the stream. Rocket. Ruler. McKill. Let's go. Okay, so this is the plan set for what I'm going to be trying to show and cover and things like that in today's stream. So you guys have seen that. And with that also I want to just cover other stuff too. So I'm in my main now, and I made a video about this grenade launcher. Yesterday I uploaded it. Now let's just cover that before we get over onto this level 1 account. Can you play with a drawn weapon in multiplayer with camo? What do you mean by a drawn weapon? Like pencil it on? How to get camos on PC? I mean, link your account to an Xbox console and do it on console, or use unlock tools, I guess. MW3, not B06. Maybe put MW2 camos on MW3, or put camos on guns. Oh, that prestige camos are all back. They fixed that stuff today, guys. So if you have the prestige camos for your Modern Warfare weapons, that tab is back now and they're working again for the people. So this has been updated and fixed today. But if you have the prestige camos, you'll be able to go along and equip them. I have to get the zombie camo on my guns, but I don't own it. Any glitch to have it? Yeah, you need a friend that has them generally, or you'll need to get a hold of an alt that has them. So if you're lucky and you're watching this stream when if the stream hits 100 likes, and you're watching when I show the account details and you manage to claim it, you'll be able to use the account that I'm going to put all the stuff onto to be able to put all the stuff to your account, copy what you see in the stream, so somebody can get lucky and use this account I'm about to set up and get their camos. So let's just get straight into that actually. So the account we're going to be doing is this one, level 1. Appreciate you, Tick. I was about to say, don't tell me I have to get tool or hacks to get unknown camos. I mean, it's all down to your situation. If you're on Xbox and you have friends that have the camos you don't own, then you don't need to do that. Your individual situation is what matters. Okay. So, first off, this is the level 1 account, right? We don't have any access to our loadouts yet. What is the game doing, bro? It's logged into the game, but it's not responsive to the controller. Start again then. I don't know what that was about. So we're level 1. We don't have any access to our loadouts, right? But the cool thing about Warzone Bootcamp is the reward for playing a game of Warzone Bootcamp, which we need to play a couple games to be able to get to level 4. The reward for Warzone Bootcamp is it gives you a blueprint. So you get one blueprint, that's all you really need to start you off. And it also gives you a charm. Those are the 2 items you're going to need to start duplicating to an account. So one game of Warzone, you unlock those 2 items, and then you can use those 2 items to be able to save and to be able to zombies pull blueprints as well. So that's the first step for that we'll have to do for this one when we're on level 1. So I'm showing you guys the whole thing from level 1 account. So this hasn't even been touched into a game yet. I don't know tools. I don't play on PC. Rush. Oh, RX. I don't touch any tools. I don't even play on PC. I'm on Xbox. So right here, this is Xbox. I'm a Xbox glitcher. Okay, so we'll come into here. And we're level 1, right? We're going to have access to nothing. We need to level up just to be able to get access to our loadouts, right? So we'll just do that. But the cool thing is Bootcamp is going to give us what we need. So we need these items anyway. So we'll just go in. And we'll have a quick game of Bootcamp. I mean, that's going to help people get here and give people time to come here and see, catch the stream, to be able to ask the questions, etc. So we'll go along and do this. So this here, we need a charm to be able to save the weapons that we pull over and stuff like that, because you alter a charm or something. It just makes it easier. And a blueprint, because you want one blueprint in your class to be able to start pulling other blueprints with the zombie method. So being able to get a free blueprint straight off the bat is just so handy. So they'll just give us all we need to be able to do it straight off the bat. So we're just going to jump straight in. What's the focus today? Lord Grim, it is this right here, my friend. I've got a massive focus and we're starting on it already. So it's this right here. And then at 100 likes, if we hit the 100 likes, and once I complete this showing everything we need to hear and we get this account looking cool, I click over here and I expose the account's email and password, and first in, first serve can have the account that we use to show all of this. But that's the intentions of the stream, showing all that stuff. So we're on a level 1 account and I'm showing the whole process of building an account that you would doing a dupe process, and all how you use it and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so we gotta open 2 couches, equip 2 armor plates, kill 1 enemy, and complete the match. Then we get our charm and our blueprint.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Use this time for some target practice.
Is it possible to copy 250 camos from another account onto a second account? Yes, it is. Any camo is possible. Absolutely any camo. I'm going to be duping nuke camos and all sorts in today's video onto this account.
Changing mag. All stations, we are ready to go. Stand by for deployment.
I don't have the top 250 camo anymore to dupe over. I lost it when they done those ages ago. I lost it and I never bothered to grab it back. Didn't care for it. So that specific camo I won't be doing. But it's no different to all the nuke camos and that.
Battle Royale.
Have you seen that at it? Yeah, we've shown them. They're already back. Lim. Oh, what sort of fucking battle royale is this?
Soldier incoming.
What is this battle royale? This is a troll. What is this? And this is boot camp. What the fuck? This is a troll.
Targets are up. Go take them down. Reloading.
What is this? Troll. There's not even 2 chests here. What was the thing? What are the challenges of this boot camp? Armor plates on. I need to damage myself to get an armor plate. What is all the challenges? Open 2 loot caches and then I just gotta complete the match. What a troll. They just don't care on their game design anymore, it shows. Okay, now we just gotta complete the match. Do I have to complete it, win it, or can I just end? Quit. Just die. I think I just die, eh? Are these all bot? That's not. I think we just die. You done all challenges pretty much. Last one is complete match. Yeah. Have them kill us.
Gulag is your last chance.
We'll just lose the gulag.
Deployment.
I can't even hit a damn rock. My second account had the top 250, but all my camos got wiped on the account. Maybe with an unlock tool to equip it and then dupe it onto... Yeah, you could, but you're risking having tooled accounts, so tooled camos. Have you seen the broken GPR blueprint with a specific sight removes all recoil and the sight looks way better? The one that has a different zoom. Yeah, I've seen about that.
You're next.
I don't have that blueprint. I don't even have the GPR leveled up myself. I don't level up every gun.
Earn redeployment or die trying.
Wait, what level are we? Level 2. Actually, we need to continue and keep getting our level up. Let's grab some oh, double XP's active too. Yeah, let's just go grab some kills and farm some XP up so we get to level 4. I forgot we have to also be level 4. For the loadouts to be open. This was getting our blueprint and our charm, but we also need the level.
Taking fire. Changing mag.
Level 3. There's not real players in the match, eh? That's not a real player. Or is it? Oh, what? How did I just get one-shotted then? Oh, they twin-shotted me.
Dust yourself off, regroup, and get back out there.
What the fuck? Oh, team-shotted by bots. Crack up. What did we get? Oh, I didn't realize we had to do all of this shit to get that. Oh well, let's go do that. 85 attachment weapon once. Oh, what? Oh, that changed it. That's stupid. That did a heaps there. I can do it another way, so I don't need all those items. We just need to be up to level. So we can make do with that. We just need to be level 4. So well, I guess we might as well just go back in and grab that quick level. The Broken Blueprint is free on Xbox. Part of that Warzone Game Pass pack. Why does my main not have it then? Why does my main not have it then? I don't have it on my main. I looked yesterday. The fuck? Build upgrade, buy an item, complete the contract, equip any 5 attachment weapon once. Oh, let's pick up off the ground, that's easy. Oh, we can do that.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
We don't need blueprints or any items, really. Oh man, level our count up. How many kills do we need for that level? Leveled that up, but not our account.
All stations,
Come on.
this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Enemy soldier incoming.
Jungle growl. Yeah. We'll see in a minute. I don't think my main's got it. And my main owns Game Pass and everything. On Microsoft, well, it's a free pack, or it might be in the managed games balance for COD. Maybe I haven't gone and claimed it. We'll go do that too.
Battle Royale.
Wonder if these alts can claim it. Sharing my Game Pass from my main. What do I have to do? Buy an item from the buy station.
All targets.
I can use a field upgrade, eh? One. There we go. Buy an item from the buy station. We're level 4 now. I don't even need that shit. Might as well. Makes it a little bit more easier. Buy plate. Complete a contract. And equip the 5 attachment weapon. How many has this got? 3. And 5 attachment weapon. What's that got? Oh, I need legendary weapon, man. Where's the contracts at? There is none. Bruh, what the fuck is that shit? These game devs are lost the plot. We're not even gonna worry about that. Okay. We got all we need. Oh, even though we left, we still got to complete the match. Oh, that's cool. Complete a contract, equip 5 attachment weapon once. We could get that, but we don't really need that. We've just got this now. Now we've got access to this. Sweet, that's what we wanted. Access to this. Now we can go out of here. We can go close. And we can come back in. Now, time to set this account up. Let's dupe to it. See if you can claim the pack. Oh, the pack. Yeah. What's the pack called though? Nah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's do this, though. So let's get in and set this account up. It's level 5 now. So we'll come into here. We don't need to worry about this stuff. Now, we'll come over to here, and this is our loadout, right? Obviously, it's a brand new account. Haven't even been in there before, right? Now, we back out of here, and it's fine. So, we've got this here. We haven't even set up our gobblegum packs or anything, right? Let's just go along and start duping over. So we want to start off by, why not show you guys the augments? So we'll set up augments first. So we bring in my main as player 2. Now the account we're duping to is player 1. The account we're duping to is player 2. That is important. Okay, now with player 2, my mains account, the one we're duping from, I go across to the weapons tab. Then with the other controller, controller 1, the account we're duping to, we go across to the augments tab. This was locked just a second ago. Now we can go in there with the level 5 account, and we can go along and we can see all the augments from my main. We can now go along and we can set up this level 5 account with all the augments of my main. So we'll go along and do that. And these will stick. So we'll go along now. So hang on. What is this one for? Stamina up. We want increased attack sprint. Walk faster while aiming, I think. And go along. And we will get I don't know what one you guys like. We'll just go with something like that. Fire stand. Reactive armor. Hardened plates. Espresso. Had an impact. Got weapons faster. Reload even faster. Vulture's aid. You want just so you can do your oil traps. And the others don't matter. You don't want it to shroud you. You know, this one. Death perception. Small chance becomes a critical shot. Increased perception radius. Scan rate. PhD, we want tactical sprint. Sliding. The strength speed are increased. Dead shot. Deal double critical damage if an enemy's at full health. For the oil traps to do double damage. Increased damage to armor plates. Double tap. All non-critical shots are double damage. Increased fire rate. Elemental pop. Only trigger. Increase elemental weakness. Ammo mods. Dead wire. Big game. Snake bomb burst. Firebomb. Incendiary. I don't know about these. I'm just doing random ones at this point for this stuff. Pheromone. Explosive. Blast repair. Blast wave. I don't know. I've never even used that or looked at that before. Didn't even know I had that. Alright. Extra charge. Retribution. Extension. Oh, repair boost. I think that's. I don't use them, so I don't really care. Static discharge. Overclocked. During radiance for self-revive. Make the player damage slightly increased for a short time. No, this one damage mitigated. That one I do use. First dash, I guess, extra charge. I guess, and that's the setup there. And yeah, so that's this account setup right there, right? Now that's done. Now I'll show you that account. See this account here? Couldn't even go in to look at that stuff to see it, but just know that sticks. If we go on game, we can show you guys all of that working. Just know that account now has all of those things set up and they stick. So now we can go along and we can set up other stuff. That was just setting up the augments for this account. Now we can go along and we can set up the guns, right? So for this, we're going to need to get our hands on a blueprint into here if we're going to start pulling blueprints and stuff. Without a blueprint in here to start with, we're not going to be able to pull blueprints. So we'll need to go over into multiplayer and use the multiplayer thing to get our hands on a couple blueprints first, because we didn't go and get them from the Warzone, right? To start with. So we'll go over there and we'll do that. But to start the process, we come over here, we back out with player 1. And then we come in with player 2, which is my mains account. That's the one that owns everything. Then, when we come across to here, this should have the items from my main, right? So this is my main stuff. Now, this probably has a camo on it, to be honest with you. I don't know what camo. Oh, no, it doesn't. But this is from the main, right? So now we've done the dupe over, and you've seen this stuff come over from my mains, right? And this is on the player 1 account, the low level 5 account. Now it says this items from my main. Now what we can do is with the level 5 account, player 1, we can back out to here, keeping player 2 in the game. We come across to multiplayer. With player 2's controller, we go into multiplayer. Then we come across to the weapons and we go into their loadout with player 2's controller, my main. Then we back out, and with player 1's controller, we go across and we come back to the weapons tab and we can come in. And now my main stuff's loadouts should dupe over. If they don't, you just don't worry. It can just back out and redo this stuff. Don't worry, that can be buggy at this point for this stuff. So all you need to know is that you just want to back out and go back in. You can try this stuff multiple times. Maybe it won't work for you the very first time you do the process. The second time you do it, it will work for you and stuff like that. So we can come across and we can come in, and then we can back out. We can come across with the other controller that we're duping to, the player 1, and we can come in and it's not working yet, so we can back out, and then with player 2 we can come in again, just like you do over in zombies, and you can come over, come in, back out, and come in until you see it just pull it over, right? And if it's not working, it can just be a bit annoying sometimes. That's the process. You don't change that process at all. Sometimes it will be annoying and it won't do it, and then suddenly it will just do it, right? Now, what you can do is when it's being annoying like that is we can go into a private match. With player 2, we come over to their class, and you can also do over the private match camos, right? So this is player 2's class in private match. Now we come across, and now we're in with player 1, and it should pull it over. I don't know why it's not pulling it over right now. It's just being weird. So I might have to restart my console to be able to make this one pull it over. Sometimes they can just be annoying like that. So all we need to do is I will go like this, and we'll just do another one. Come with player 2, I'll come in, and I'll go to the shop. There's multiple things you can... I can't go to the shop with player 2, unfortunately. I'll go to the shop with player 1. So we'll come in with player 1 and we'll go to the shop. Go into the shop, and then we'll back out and we'll do that. Come across with player 1 and come in. Player 2. And now we'll come through with player 1. There's multiple different things you can do just to get it to bring in, and now it's working. So if it's been difficult, you might have to go to the shop like you've seen just then to make it happen. And now we're on player 1 and we've got player 2's loadouts locked over. Now to do that, it was being difficult this time, so I had to do an extra step. You guys might not have to do that extra step where you have to go through the shop to kick its ass. It's almost just giving it a slap pretty much. Hurry up and do as I'm telling you to do and fucking dupe over. And that's what the shop can really give it, that extra little kick. So now we've got all of this stuff over here. We can just go along and we could save these, right? So we can go along to this thing here, and I can just go along. I don't have a charm on this, so I'm going to have to remove this. And then once I remove that, I get that saved, right? With the camo and stuff like that, and it's the blueprint. So this is how you can get all your blueprints without having to own any blueprints or anything like that. You can just go along and do it this way. So I can go along to these and I can just get all these, right? This one here has Constellation's End. Oh, I think it had. It might not. And now we've got along and we've gotten all these guns saved on this level 5 account with these stuff, right? Now remember guys, if you guys are waiting around to try and get this given away, you've got to hit that 100 likes, and then I'll show you the account details for this. And these are the stuff that's going to be on this account. And then you'll be able to do the same stuff and dupe these over to your main if you just get this account as an alt and stuff like that. So now we've got this stuff, you know, with these camos on it and things like that. Now what we can do here is we can say create new, and it should create account classes that don't wipe. So when we say create new here, because we don't own these and these are weapons we don't own, these should last, and as long as you never have these classes without items that your profile does not have unlocked, so unowned camos and stuff like that, and as long as you don't clear all of the unowned stuff out and put this this class as just having stuff that you have unlocked properly and officially, then as long as you keep it with unknown stuff in it all the time, it'll always be able to keep them and not wipe them. So this is how you have classes that don't wipe. You create them now, right now, and from when you have all the stuff in them that are not unlocked. Now, if you haven't done a dupe and you don't own like camos you don't own, you can go along and you can just use the glitches to pull the stuff from private match to your online classes if you're doing it for your online classes, and you can simply just equip a gun that you have padlocked, so it doesn't have to be an unowned camo or something. Maybe you haven't unlocked the FFAR, and then you can just go along and you can use the FFAR as the unlocked item that you hold in the class to stop it from being able to be a class that wipes and all sorts. It doesn't have to be unowned camos or unowned blueprints. It can just be stuff that's not unlocked yet. So it's all sorts of different ways to go about doing it. So now we can go along and we can create these classes with this account, and it's going to have all these classes, and these won't wipe when we come out to here. So now we come out in that, and these ones here should just stay with all of these. Now we should be able to set those to be able to take on dupes of other stuff. So what we could do is we could go along and we could change these guns that are in these ones, and then we can set them up to take over on this other one. So I wonder if we'll be able to do it without fully backing out. So if I come to here and come to here, and then we come across to the shop and do the shop again, come across, come into here. Yeah, see? Now it's just pulled over the stuff from the other class already without even having to back out. So now we've got this one here, right? And now we could go along and save this with this camo on it and stuff like that. So you can just go along and do stuff like that to be able to reset your classes up and stuff. So we've duped over this broken gun here and things like this. Take this off, and now we've got this gun here duped over. Glitched guns duped over with their broken attachments and all sorts. Now this account's going to have that on it and stuff like that, right? And yeah, so I think you guys getting the point about that. So that's the blueprints and the camos and all sorts, and yeah. So that's how you'll get them into the classes for private match, right? But say you want them online and you want to be able to use them. Well, look, here's our classes online. So we've got these classes here. This is the level 5 account, the player 1 level 5 account. And we've got these classes here online. It's got this here. And what we can do is say, now that this is an unknown weapon, unknown blueprint, unknown camo on it. This one here isn't quite, this isn't quite. Oh, that's an unknown, that's encumbered, and that in the Olympia, right? These are all unknown stuff. So that's favorite. We'll come along to here and we'll say create new. We'll go along, create new, create new, create new, create new, create new, create new. Now these account, all these classes here, as long as they never have, like we said before, as long as they remain with unknown stuff in them all the time, then they'll always be able to just use unknown stuff, right? And stuff like that. So later on, even when we break the account, and I break this account because I'm going to be breaking this account, then we'll be able to like equip this gun and stuff like that and use it and things like that, okay, into these classes and things like this later on. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Now that we've got this set up like this, let's just go along and show you guys this. We'll go and do a restart. So we'll go like this. And we'll load in. That blueprint dupe glitch you made for Warzone doesn't work. The gun resets once. All the glitches I make work. That's why that's how the videos are made. They didn't work, the footage wouldn't show them working. The shop bait, Activision definitely will fall for that. Right on. Joseph, no, that does not work. Fly swatter. So this is the account after restart, right? All those augments, unfortunately, until I get to level 11, I wouldn't even be able to show you. But they're working. Even with us even not having it unlocked, they're working. If we were to go on game and get a perk in that. If you guys want later on, I can show you. Go on game and the perks will have their augments and stuff all working and stuff like that. Build upgrades and everything. Now we come over to here. And you got this here. See these top ones? They don't stick. But these ones here all stick, right? So now we've got this here. And these we can take in and we can use these guns, right? So we've got this. We didn't even save that blueprint, actually. I didn't even save that blueprint. That was funny. Didn't matter. Didn't need to. Save it now. Now we got that blueprint, right? Now we got that there. And if we come over to private match. See how it just done that weird logging out type of flashing thing when we just backed out of our loadouts? We can't do any of the duping until we close, restart the console. That's the double login we talk about when we talk about that stuff. You come over here and did any of these wipes? Yep, those ones down there did not wipe. We'll talk about the ones that don't wipe, these ones down here. Because these all have the unowned items in them, so they remain in the class and they don't wipe, right? Even though we don't own these camos, they're not going to wipe out and stuff like that, right? Now we can go along. Oh, I'll have to show you how to equip the lock things later once we break the account. I think we do the zombies dupe stuff. We're going to do the zombies dupe stuff now. Dupe over a few more camos onto this. So like the nuke camos and stuff like that. And then we'll go over into Warzone and we'll show how this, and we'll set up those classes to be able to use things. Just like we did for multiplayer. And then we'll have like unknown camos over in Warzone. And then we'll go along and we'll break the account. But we'll set it up first. And then I'll explain all of how it works, how to use it and everything. And we will use those, once we've broken the account, we'll be able to equip locked weapons. Maybe we'll be able to use that to pull something. See what happens. Oh, it's yes, I don't own it. Log in the other account. How to pull blueprints? No, I can't show you on Plunder. I can't find a single game of Plunder since they banned people for AFK in Plunder. That's killed that mode for my region. Literally, I could spend 20 minutes trying to find a game and won't find one. They killed it. Dead. Only way I can pull in Warzone now is in the pre-lobby of like a resurgent casual mode, which gives me 20 seconds to do it. And I have to spam through to do it really fast, so I wouldn't be able to explain what I'm doing, because I got 20 seconds to get it done. Okay. So we've done the restart. Let's just go into here. Into here. And we got this, right? See how all those things stuck? Yep. And it didn't do a funny log out when we come out of there. We're fine to take on the dupes. So now let's bring in our main. One we're duping from. Now we're going to do some... It would kind of be helpful to have this lot broken. Yeah, it will be helpful to have this broken, but we'll just show you guys the camos for now. And then we'll go and break it. Because then after it's broken, we can equip blueprints, and then we can show you blueprint pulling. But without the broken account, it's more trouble to equip blueprints, right? So all of these blueprints that we've just duped over, we could now equip into here. After we break the account, we can use the equip locked blueprints into here, and then once they're in this class, in this account, we can then use those blueprints to pull all sorts of different blueprints of all the other guns, right? So we need the broken account to make full use of that, so we'll go and show you guys that once we've got that stuff sorted. But for now, we're just going to go along and get some camos onto the base weapon, right? So we go and we come across with player 2, the account we're duping from. Come along and nuke champ Borealis. We'll grab Borealis camo and we'll put it on XM4. That's on player 2, my mains. And I'm not worried about melees. You can do melees the exact same as the primaries, we're just not worried about them because I don't use them. So now we're going to back out with player 1. We're going to come back in with player 2. And then with player 1 we can come across and it will have the camo from the that we just equipped on player 2, which this camo is Borealis. So we can go along and we can just remove this charm, back out, come along, and this is Borealis. So we can just say rename Bor. Right, now we got that. Now we can back out of here. We can just go along and equip another weapon. We equip this. That's with player 1's. Now with player 2, we come across and we'll just change the camo on this gun. Just grab another camo. So we want Constellation's End. We say a duplicate on that and then create new. Put the Constellation's End onto this gun here. And we've got one thing that we're able to remove to be able to make it save on the other account. Then we back out, and with player 1, we back all the way out to here. Now with player 2, we go back in, and now player 1 will have that one in here, right? And with that camo on it. What camo was that? The Constellation's End. So now we can just remove this to make it, to bring it up into here, and now we just say rename Con's End. Now we've got that one there saved, right? So we've got Borealis and we've got Con's End. Now we can just go along with player 1 again, do the same process over, and we'll just do this over because I'm setting this account up that we're possibly giving away if we hit that 100 likes goal before the end of the stream. So I might as well put a few camos onto this account for whoever's going to receive it. So now we go along with player 2 and we go along and we just go through and selecting different camos on the gun. So we go along to nuke glow, duplicate, create new, and this is the nuke glow. It's got a charm we can remove. We back out with player 1, back out to this screen here. With player 2, go in. Now we come across and they've got that one there. Go along, remove that, and now we can go along and have that. So now that is rename nuke. Nuke glow. Like so. We go along and select this one and back out. Player 2 comes in and changes it. Nuke champ. Duplicate, create new, back out, player 1 back all the way out, player 2 come in, and it's just this. Come along, and we equip that one, right? This one's nuke champ, remove that, come across, and say this nuke champ. Go along, select this one, come out of here. Then we go along and we grab another camo. Now we want to grab, I don't know, dark matter. Duplicate that. Do that. Back out. Can you use 9 attachments on multiplayer? Yep. Build it there. Now we've got the dark matter there. We come along, move an attachment, and it saves it. Dark matter. Come along, we want nebula. Want mercury too. Duplicate nebula. Whoop. It's got a charm. Back out with player 1. Come in with player 2. Come across. And then we should have it there. Now, this time it's not there because we didn't go along and select this with player 1. So now we just back out and come back in. Now we come along and now we've got nebula. Come along and remove this. Now we've got that. So now we just rename that. Nebula. Now we got Constant Glow, Nebula, Dark Matter, Borealis, and that and that and that in here. Now we can back out, and I don't know what else really we... I guess we'll grab Mercury and Liquid Obsidian. Liquid Obsidian. Grab that. Because once we break this account, it will be able to use and run these camos on any weapon and stuff like that. So that's really cool to have them on the account. So we'll go along and whoever gets hold of this account will have a gold mine. So now we can back out with player 1, come back in with player 2. Come along, and then we have this one here, Liquid Obsidian. And finally, we'll put on Mercury. Weapon. Come across, and now we have the Mercury. Merc. Now we've got all these different guns here with these different camos and stuff on them. It's awesome, right? Now we can use these camos to keep our account in broken states and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to worry about all the melee at this point. We're just going to back out, and I'm going to now use those camos. So we come over to Warzone. Let's set up Warzone. So this is how we'll set it up for them to be able to use all this stuff in Warzone. As you see, it's just these accounts. Now these ones are the ones you would have to delete to get the other ones in, right? So for this, we want to set this up to use these camos. So we've got these cool camos now on this account, and we've also got these ones over here that we could use, right? Once we break the account, we'll be able to use these ones down here too. But these ones here, so like this camo here will just stick. Constellation N will just stick, and Obsidian will just stick in the classes and they won't wipe out. So you can just put this into the class, and that's not going to wipe out of that class at all. We've now got this camo to be able to run into these classes So those 3 camos there are good ones, and whoever has this account will just be able to run these camos. And because we're going to have the account broken, they'll just be able to use these camos without them wiping any issues or anything. It'll just be awesome, right? So it's awesome. Does equipping padlock weapons work in MP? Same way it does in zombies with a broken account? Yep. I can show you that soon. Once we break the account, right? So we've got all of this stuff. I'm just trying to show what I need to show before we break this account, and then break it. Now, I think we've shown enough that we can show before breaking it, and now we can go along and break this account. But we need to prepare to break this account. So to do that, we need to go along to a weapon that we're not going to use, and I need to create a shitload of it. So we want to go to almost a build cap. So I'm just going to have to come to this, and I just have to say create new build, because how this, I'll be able to explain why afterwards, right? So we'll go along and we'll just create new build, right? Then we'll just say Y down A. Well, down AY, down AY, down AY. I just got to do this. And the reason we're doing this is however many blueprints you have created on the profile, at the moment you break the profile, is like its brand new limit. So that's just a different way of thinking about this glitch, is that what you're doing is you're creating a limit. That limit is the camo swap key, okay? So you're creating a limit, and when your profile is at that limit, you're able to camo swap and all sorts and do some crazy things. Whenever you don't want a camo swap, you can just come down below that limit however many you want, and then you won't be camo swapping until you're on that limit. So what you can do is you can create like 300 builds, so that if you don't want to ever be camo swapping and stuff like that, you just go along, and once you break your account, if you break it with like 400 builds and then you delete 100, you won't ever be back in the camo swapping state until you've created 100 builds to get back at that point where you were when you break your account, right? Once you hit that limit, your account will start camo swapping and stuff again. So it's all about that limit. So if you want an account that has that limit higher and you're able to store more total amount of blueprints on your account, then go along like you see here and create a whole heap of blueprints to the maximum you can before you break your account. Don't break your account under that maximum limit, because all you're doing is you're creating a new limit that's lower than the old limit. So go along like this. So as you see here, we're just, as I'm talking, I'm just going along, and we're just going along and duplicating these up, creating a heap of these. You're creating placeholders for future creations. Yeah, we're just pushing that limit. So just think of that build cap. When you hit the build cap, which isn't the actual proper build cap, but this broken account's build cap, once you hit wherever you were when you broke the account, you can duplicate. So if you had 350 blueprints on your account when you broke your account, and then you go along and delete 100, you can go along and create 200 blueprints before you'll ever be able to camo swap. And then suddenly when you create the 100th, then you'll be able to camo swap again. So people get the impression that you can unbreak your account by deleting things. And I guess in a sort of sense you can, temporary, but all that's doing is just putting you under that cap. And once you go back to that cap, then you'll be camo swapping again. The rhythm, getting into the rhythm. Yeah. I don't know why it's just done that. Bugged out there. You need a set of fingers after finishing duplicating. Yeah, I mean, if people are like doing this sort of thing, like, I don't know, people that do this, I guess they might not even do it one account, they might create accounts all day doing this, in which case, if they're duping over accounts and setting them up as broken accounts with heaps of camos on them, that they're camo swapping ability, and then selling them, you could probably macro this. It's only down AY, down AY, down AY, down AY, and you could macro that to do that, like, and super fast. This is heaps, I think. Yeah, that's heaps. So we got 300 of them. That's heaps. Okay, so now that's going to be our cap, right? We'll just might as well take it right to it, closer to it. Nah, 340's heaps. Now that we've got this, now that we're at that cap point, right? So what's going to happen is once we break the account, we won't be able to go over the amount of builds that we have already, right? I'm just going to put something else in. I can get back to the top. Okay. Cool. Now, we've got 340 blueprints, right? Practically. And we've pretty much, whenever we want to save a gun, we can just come along, and if we're currently camo swapping, we'll be able to come along, delete a gun, and then it won't be camo swapping until we build more of them, right? I'll explain that better once we actually break the account. So now, you've just seen us go along and create all these blueprints. Let's go along and show you guys the new way to break accounts. Now this is really simple. I think it's actually a lot more simple than I showed in my video too. I realized after I made the video that it's probably a lot more simpler than I actually thought about in my video, because I was going off our old information. I was just readjusting it within the day, and then after the video I realized actually there's probably actually a lot even more simpler than that. So let's try this right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go along and we'll use the SMG for this, right? So this here. So we'll go along and equip this in here. Now, do I have anything that I can equip? Like one thing? This is where we're going to need an item. We're going to need that charm to break the account. Or at least the gun leveled up level 1. Level 2, so it's got an attachment online. Not being able to put any attachment on online is going to be an issue. Yeah, because I have to actually do something to it to make it safe. I don't even have a camo. Let me think. Oh yeah, nah, I know what I can do. So I'm just going to use this. Duplicate. Okay, so we're going to use this, right? So, because I don't have attachments and stuff, so we'll just use this because it's got a charm on it I can use. So we're going to go along, and what we need to do is we have this gun here. So we'll equip this into here. No, not that one. We need to duplicate Merc twice. So duplicate of duplicate. Where's the duplicate of the duplicate? So, how this works is we've got Merc. Then we've duplicated it. Then we went along and we duplicated this duplicate, creating this one here, which is the duplicate of the duplicate. We equip that into our online class, right? Then we go out of here and into private match. And in private match, we come along, we delete the duplicate of the duplicate, and we delete the duplicate. Those are those two duplicates, right? We've still got the original, so we haven't lost anything. We've just deleted the dupe and the dupe of the dupe. The dupe of the dupe is the one that's equipped over in online. After deleting them in private match, we just go back into online, and we make a change to it. It'll still be over in online. Once we make this change to this, it will break the account. So we'll just remove this off. And now that should break this account. Now we should be able to go along and say duplicate and see. Now we say duplicate, and as you see here, the account's broken. So it's just that simple, guys. It's a lot simpler than even in other videos. It's just that simple there. And well, simple as, easy as. Once you break the account, it's permanent. There's no undoing of it. But if you've gone along and done what I've done with the Sigmas, there's no negative to this, and this is just awesome. So now that the account's broken, we can go along and we can put all of these camos and stuff onto any weapon. Now, what we want to do is we want to make it so we can run all of that stuff. So we need to create the classes that do not wipe. So to do that, first off, we want to go along and put guns into here with stuff that does wipe. So camos that do not wipe are not the ones that you want to be running in those classes that we're about to create, because if you fool them with what stuff that don't wipe, you'll ruin those classes. So for that, you got to make sure you're running the camos that cause wiping. What I'm talking about is like dark matter for this level 5 account. It doesn't have it. So if we were to back out and come back, that's no longer in there, right? Now this one doesn't, because the prestige, Modern Warfare prestige camos, these do not wipe if they're duped over. So you can use Obsidian, you can use Mercury, and you can use Constellation's End as if you've unlocked them, and it's going to be no problem. To use this camo, I simply just go duplicate, and I can go along to any gun I like at this point now that this account's broken, and I can say create new. And now I can just use that gun there, and that will not wipe at all, that camo. So that just sticks, and you can use those and run it like things. So that's why this count's so awesome now. Once you've got the camos on it and you break it, it's awesome. So now I wanted to save this gun like this, and because if I was to go across to another gun, say create new, it would actually replace the last one I created. That is why you want all of those launches, right? So this is how this works. Now, I've just said create new on this, and we're at that cap, and this is the cap I'm talking about. When you're at this cap, all it does is it constantly replaces the last weapon you created, right? So I go along and I create this gun, and then I go along and create this gun. It's going to replace the last one because we're at that cap limit. Now, we're never going to be able to have more blueprints on our profile than what we have on here right now. Now, that's okay because we have over 340 on our profile. We're just all sitting here. So what we can do is we can go along, delete this here, one of these, and now we can go over to this one that we created, come to the one that we've just created, and we can say duplicate to that. And then all we do is when we go to the next one, we're back at that cap that we were at, but we deleted one and we were below the cap, and we were able to create this one. So now, if we don't want to be camo swapping, all we need to do is we can come across, and we could go across to here and say delete 1, delete 2, delete 3, delete 4. And now, if I go along to here and I say create new, it's not going to camo swap. It's going to create the blueprint. And this is where people get confused. They go, oh, I've unbroken my account. You haven't. Then if I go along and I say create new, it's going to create another gun. And then I say create new, it's going to create another one. But remember, we only deleted 4 launches. I say create new, another one. But once we've created those 4, after replaced those 4 launches we delete, we're back at that cap, that camo swaps. We say create new, bang, we're suddenly back camo swapping. Okay, so understand there's how that camo stuff works. You can temporarily make it look like it's not working, and you can save blueprints if you understand how it works and stuff like that. Okay, and you can always get back to the camo swapping. You can make it not camo swapping while you need to, and if you understand what you're doing and how to use it, you can do that stuff, right? So I can go along, and if I wanted to save this one here, I can just say create new on this now. Comes with that, and then I can just go back to any other blueprint saved on my account that I want to use, that I want to replace. Delete that one, come back to that one I just created, and say duplicate on that, replacing the one I deleted with this. And now we end up with that, right? Then we can go across to this gun, and we can do the same here and stuff like that. Now that you've got a broken account, you can do other cool stuff, right? So now what we can do is we can go along to here, and whereas I just seen we had it on this account here, I don't know where it is. This, right? So we've got this here that we've duped over just previously. We duped over in the private match, right? Now we can go along and we can equip this. So what we can do is we can come across to here and we can say create new on the spot, right? It's going to put this here. Then what we do is we go back in and we say duplicate on this. So we say duplicate to this one. What it's going to do is then, because we're in Warzone, this is how you'll do it in Warzone, we will then back out to here. Now, because we're not got the classes that don't wipe yet, it's probably going to wipe, so I have to show you how to actually make the classes where this won't wipe, and then this will work. But we'll come across to here, and we'll come to here, and it didn't put it in. Its name's there because it put it in, but it's wiped it out. So let's go along and show you guys how to create these other classes that you'll be able to run, camos you don't own, blueprints you don't own, and all these things that we put onto this gun. So what we do is we come across to here, and you can just equip anything that you don't have unlocked, right? So there's many ways you can go about this. If you don't have unknown camos, you can go into private match, and you can pull the private match classes over from private match, right? Using the wildcard glitches and stuff like this. So you can come over to here. Using the gunfighter. I've shown it in previous videos, actually. We won't do it because this is going to mess up what we're trying to do right now. But you can go along and you can bring your classes over. So this is where you can get them from. So you can equip weapons that you don't have unlocked. So you would go down to here if you needed to, and you would select this gun. And then you would just bring this class over, right? So you would go along, you would equip the overkill. I just don't want to build the guns out right here, right now. Over 8 attachments to do that. But we will. I'll just build this out. Wildcard, right? That there. Come into the firing range. And then when you come out of the firing range, it goes back to online. And this is where you would just say undo for that wildcard, equipping the wildcard, and it would actually bring your class online. And so, I might as well go and show you guys. Why am I just doing it that way? I might as well just show you. Hang on, I'll show you. So we'll go in. So I don't know whether it was this gun, look, the replacer gun, this thing. We could have done the blueprints and stuff like that, but we're not worrying about that. We'll go with this. So we'll go with this and this, right? These guns. And you can also just, if you don't have stuff like that, you could just go along with equipping lethals and tacticals you don't own, I think, will work, and perks and stuff like that, right? Or a melee that you don't have unlocked. Maybe it's the Cali sticks or something like that. Once you've got it like this, all you need to do is just go along and you want to equip the gunfighter card. This one. And you want to, I don't know, fire range is the squares button. So you would say equipped gunfighter, and then you'll go to the firing range, come in, come out, and yeah, I don't know why it's doing it weird. That's not the way I would normally do it. We'll try the other way. I just back out. But people were saying that that other way was easier for people having trouble with this way, but this is how I'm going to do it. This is the way I do it. It's easier. Come along. Equip this gun here and just back out. And then say undo once you get to this menu here. Just like that. Come over to here and there's the guns there. So this is how you can bring them over from private match and stuff like that, right? And then you would get the guns into this class. You would have like tacticals and lethals that you don't have unlocked and things like that into this class. And this is where these are like, if you don't have an unknown camo or something, right? And people wanted to just use unlocked and have the classes that are able to use their unlocked unowned stuff. This is how you would get stuff like that, right? You can run your blueprints and things like that. Once you've got that over there, all you do is you say make it your favorited class, and then you say create new. You need to make sure that these ones have all the unowned items. Say create new, create new, create new, create new, create new, create new, create new. These are going to be your classes that do not wipe. So we can go over to this class now, and now we can go along and I can show you what we were showing you just before. We can come across to here, and where's that SWAT that we're trying to equip? This right here. Now we can come across to this and we can equip this here, right? And now what we can do is after we've equipped that, we can come across and we can say duplicate to that. Now we can back out of here. Back out to here. And now when we come back in, we have that SWAT blueprint equipped there. So where was it? This one here. And now we have this blueprint equipped, right? And we can use and run this blueprint. And so now we can use locked items with locked camos and all sorts on this profile. It's got the camos locked and everything. This is that level 5 account, right? So you're able to use and run lots of stuff in these pro classes down here and stuff like that. Now, to use this gun, we'll have to delete these and then dupe these into these classes to be able to use them. Now let's go and show you how to do all that stuff, how that stuff works. Now I think these top two won't work. These are the ones you can use to like have your classes like that you don't need to delete, that aren't unlocked stuff. And these two here, 3, 4, and 5 are the ones that I use. Obviously when I pull blueprints, they tend to stick, but when I try pulling locked blueprint from private match, they always, right, yeah, because you're probably not putting them into down into here. See, this class here, I've put them down here. The class where it was up here, it wiped out of there. You have to put it down into here. And it's these ones. Now, you only get one chance at creating these classes, and if you create them wrong and mess them up, you have to prestige to wipe them out. So that's why you have to make sure you're doing it right the first time you do it. And as you see here, now we can go along and we can run stuff. So I could go along and we've got that there. We can go with this thing here, that thing there. We've got this thing. We can go along and we could equip other things, right? We could equip this into there. This. So we just come along, create new, bang. And the blueprint that we just duped over, which was this thing here. So duplicate to that and then back out. Go back in. And now we have that gun, right? Only issue, well, this isn't, I'm not trying to teach people that I'm a prestige master. We're teaching how to dupe to level 1 and ults. Nobody should be bothering. Yeah, that's not what we're trying to teach. The issue is you're trying to do glitches that aren't for you, unfortunately. Okay, so we got like these, Borealis, duplicate that, and go along and put that onto anything. I don't know. Why have I got overkill perk? Wildcard. How do I have overkill wildcard at level 5? Hold up, wait a second. Oh, because I brought it over from... Because we brought it over from private match. That's stuck in the thing, and it's actually staying working. Yeah, so you can do all the wildcards. I didn't even realise that's what happened. But yeah, we got wildcard overkill in here at level 5. That's cool. So this account's practically ready to go now. Got and blueprints from your main account, right? Yes, everything on this account's level 5. I've just set this up. We literally was level 1 at the start during the stream. We had to do Warzone boot camp and everything and get it to level 5 to unlock loadouts to be able to put stuff on it. And now it's sitting here with blueprints on it, all sorts of different blueprints. It's got all these different camos on it. It's set up with classes where you can just put them in and use those camos. So say I wanted to, you know, I don't know, say you wanted to change this gun to another gun. Come along and just use that. As you unlock other guns and stuff like that, you can actually equip these from private match too. So you can still go in and use that same method that I just showed just a second ago on this profile to equip all this locked stuff as well. So as we fill up this, if you pull other blueprints and stuff like that, you can just equip them into private match here and then pull them over. So like over here, just like we did with that shotgun, you can do it with all these other weapons that are locked, right? So like this gun here, and you could set this up from this here, and you just set them up from your private match, and then you would pull it over just the same way we've pulled over the overkill wildcard and stuff like that. Does the blueprint pull in Modern Warfare work in Modern Warfare 3 guns? Yep. Yep. Let's jump in and show these in use, I guess. Same exact concept for multiplayer. Yeah, we've done the same stuff over in multiplayer. See, if we go over to multiplayer, it's all the same. Obviously, all the Modern Warfare items and stuff don't display and show in multiplayer, but it's the exact same over here, look. So we've got all this stuff over here. Blueprints, camos, and that stick. And it's just these classes here. So if I was to go along and, I don't know, we wanted dark matter, duplicate that, boom, and it's going to stick in here. So if I wanted to go along, I don't know, let's have a look. We'll go along with this, right? Say we want to run this blueprint in here, right? I don't know what blueprint, what the camo on it. This, right? Just duplicate that, back out. Come back in. And now we have that blueprint there, right? And now we can run that. Now we want to change this to something different. I don't know. Yeah, we don't. I have to go overkill. We don't have overkill, so we'll just run with that. But see, so now we've got that there, right? And then we can just load that in game. Now to load in game, it's quite simple. We might as well go show you guys in game. So 5 original classes always wipe, but the bottom never wipe, right? Yep. And with these ones, you need to duplicate to use in Warzone Battle Royale. You duplicate these non-wiping classes over the wiping classes to use them. But in Plunder and in multiplayer, you have to dupe these classes that do not wipe over top of classes that do not wipe, if you understand that. Now everyone, if you can do me a massive favor, get down there, smash that like button on the stream for me. We're at 19 likes. I'm hoping that we can hit that 100 mark so I can give away this account at the end of the stream. So now we come into here and we see this is the class, and we'll just delete this one here. Then we will delete this one. We'll dupe this and we'll select it from wherever it come up in here, right? Now we select it here and it will last all game between deaths and stuff like that. So when we die, it's still in our class and stuff like that. And we've got the full class, so we've got the Olympia shotgun, we've got this thing, and all of that. So multiplayer is working the same. So whoever's going to have this account if you guys, if we hit that like goal and we get it away, someone's got some pretty awesome stuff to be able to use. And they'll be able to always be able to grab all the stuff, how I've put the stuff onto this account. They'll be able to apply the same thing, rewatch the stream, copy it to their main, and do the same stuff on their main. You can just prestige to get your account back to how this account was at level 1, pretty much. Now, do the Dragon's Breath blueprint pool in Warzone? Yeah, this account doesn't have Dragon's Breath on it. I'll have to show you that sort of stuff on my main. I'm just trying to think, what else do I need to cover for here? So yeah, this is how you just run this stuff, and you can make your classes really simple. Now that you've got these set up here, you can just pull the camos from it. It's more better for Warzone because you've got more camos to pull from. But you just go up to anyone, grab it. Say you want to run the katana with it or something. Not the katana because it's locked. So you'd have to equip them in private match and then bring them over. If you swap Modern Warfare Dragon's Breath onto a B06, would it wipe? It doesn't apply. They don't run. Modern Warfare 6 shotguns do not have an ammo section here. Look, there's no tab for ammo, so it doesn't even apply the Modern Warfare attachment to this gun. It's a bit like when you, if you were to swap an attachment of the Marine SP onto the ASG, it doesn't actually apply it unless you reapply the attachment when you're on the ASG. Yep, I can do all of that. We'll jump over on my main for doing those sort of things. With the Dragon's Breath and all of those, we can show that. I'll jump on my main for those ones. I'm just thinking what else this one needs to be. This is pretty much ready to go. This is set up. To be able to, with the blueprint pull glitch, it only pulls half the blueprint and not the full blueprint, right? Nah, it depends on how you're doing it. Let's get into that, eh? So we'll just jump off this account for now. Let's get in and show you guys all of that stuff. So you guys are all happy with the understanding how I done all that dupe, how I set up? So pretty much we've pulled over everything. We've used everything that we've been able to dupe over. Camos, absolutely everything without any problems. So I hope that if anybody's having trouble, so we should just be able to send them to the stream to rewatch the stream as like the, hey, this should be able to get you doing everything you need to know. That's kind of the intention of this stream, as everything you need to know in one place. So if anyone's got anything else I need to add to this, just let me know. Redacted weapons. Redacted weapons were ain't attachment weapons. That's just normal now. Yep. Oh. I can't really show you guys pulling that blueprint, Hextrid, because I own that blueprint. So I have no idea that whether I'm completing it because I own the blueprint itself, or what's in play with that. I'm not pulling it as an unowned blueprint because I own it. If you get what I'm saying. So I have no trouble completing that, even with Dragon's Breath. We can get in and show it though. So let's just go along for that. Yeah, I know this pulls it, but you're not gonna... But see, I can pull it and complete it without problems. I can get it with the barrel and everything without problems, but I don't know whether you can. I don't know whether that's just because I own the blueprint. See, look, we'll go and I'll show you. Now, I have to be super fast for this, so this is why I'm not really doing this stuff too much anymore, guys. The truth is, with the blueprint pulling for Warzone, just the reality of COD being dead now in my region, I can't find any games on modes where you actually have time to do all this shit. The only mode I'm able to do anything with is Battle Royale Resurgence Casuals pre-lobby, which is like a 20-second bracket, and that's all I have to do shit. So I don't really have time to explain what I'm doing here, but yeah. So we'll go in, and I'll turn this into the Storm Rage. So what we'll do is I'll go in, we'll swap to this thing here. Oh, I need to make sure that I'm not... Oh, fuck. See, I don't have time for shit, man. If for some reason it instant finds Resurgent Casual modes, lobbies, instantly. No other game mode do I find instantly. Jordan, Havoc. What is Havoc? I don't even play that mode. Can you edit your classes mid-game in Havoc?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Use this time for
Oh,
target practice.
fuck off. Someone's got a fucking siren going in Prox chat. Fuck that. Bro, what? I hate Prox chat, like sometimes. So I need to make sure I'm not on build cap, so I'm not camo swapping. This is hard with my main because I'm so close to it. I don't have things to remove to be able to pull myself off of it. I hate this where I'm trying to go across and it doesn't actually show you the class that you're trying to select and it puts it over to a different one. This game is just getting beyond bad at this point. There's so much bad stuff going on with it. Okay, so I've got these two things here. I'm going to use that. Okay, let's go along and do this. So right now, I'm not camo swapping with the broken account glitch. If I say create new on this, it's just going to create it without anything on it, right? So when I go at this, it'll come like that, okay? Just, oh, fuck's sake. Where's the fucking warning it's going into a match? Just, boom, instant in. I don't get the countdown timers to start, go and finish doing something I'm doing. Grrr, it's so annoying. And then it's got a couple seconds to do what I got to do. Now I have to back out. I was in the middle of showing you guys something, and that's not what I need in the class. Now let's go along and delete that. So we know that's that, and let's go along and put the right weapon in the class. Now I only need a few seconds. All I need to do is swap to the Dragon Breath gun, swap back and say create new on LC10, add the barrel, the grip, and the magazine, and then quickly swap back to the Dragon's Breath shotgun and then leave match. I can do that in the pre-lobby time easily. But it's annoying. See, now that I'm not trying to tell you guys stuff quickly before it happens, it actually does the countdown timer and gives me a warning it's going into game. That's why I was getting annoyed. Why doesn't it do that when I need it to? Now with this one, I have to go into the second game to get the barrels and stuff to show up, I think.
Ruck up, you're headed to the war zone.
Dragon's Breath shotgun. LC10. Create new. Barrel. Magazine. Stock. I guess a rare grip. And then back to the shotgun.
All stations, this is
And then
Bravo
leave
01.
match. And now we got that LC10. Now we just go back into another one. I don't know why. Yeah, it is that. I was going to say, why the fuck is it not the LC10 I'm holding? I don't know why he's holding the non-LC10. There we go. And now we got the LC10. Can you show how to pull blueprints in multiplayer and also put a camo you own on it after completing the blueprint? Yep. You need an unowned camo to be able to do that though. And you need to have a certain setup. We'll cover that when we get to it. Make sure you get down there and smash that like button, guys. I've shown that already, Jacob,
Check weapons and gear. We're
on
holding
the
deployment.
count I just set up. So now we've got this here,
Enemies dropping
and it looks like this. Right, we come in, and we equip this. And we equip this. Swap attachment. I can't remember what one it is that we need to take off. Boom, that. I think then we come out, and after this game, I think it goes into it. It'll turn into the blueprint. It was being weird this one because I own it. But it's hard to figure out this exact blueprint for you guys because I own it, so I don't even know whether it's going to show you guys with the barrel and stuff the same as it does for me. And unfortunately now, guys, they've killed off Plunder. That was the mode where I done all of this figuring out stuff. And Plunder's dead, so now I can't, I've got no mode to actually have time to figure this shit out. And 20 seconds, like you see there, there's just not enough time to even think about what the fuck you're doing or anything. You got 30 seconds to just do something. Yes, Jacob, everything like that's possible. But when I showed how to use unknown camos, the secondary one, you have to get the unknown camo showing on your primary, and then you can just select the gun that's got the unknown camos already saved on it as your secondary weapon, and I'll just load in. Or if you've got your classes where they don't wipe, you don't have any of that sort of problems. Just completely depends on the situation where you're at. At this stage of glitching is I don't know where you're at. And then we get it like this, with the barrel and the stock on it. No, but that's why I say I don't know whether this just works for me this way because I own the blueprint, or whether this will work for you guys to get the barrel. See how I've got the barrel and the stock and all of that stuff showing in game. But again, I can't confirm whether that's just because I've owned that blueprint or not. So you guys will have to get in and test this out and let me know whether or not you guys can use that same strat to be able to get that working for yous. But that's all I do to get that working. And it works. Try another gun, but I mean another gun isn't a Mastercraft, and that's easier said than done. Sorry, because I own most Mastercrafts. So anything that we know to pull, I already own. Sorry, I'm not cheap on this game. I make money off this game, so I happily just, if I want to use a gun, I just buy it. Easier to buy a gun than to try and glitch to build it, to be honest with you. So if you guys want to be hassle-free, just buy the guns. That's what I do. So that's the other side of it. Finding a gun that's a Mastercraft that I don't own, that we know what will hit that blueprint to target, pull that blueprint, and get the attachment points to hit the actual attachments you're trying to pull for that to complete it. good luck. That's where it's possible to complete blueprints, but the hassle that you would have to go through to be able to manage to even get close to completing a blueprint is way more than it's worth. So it's more about just you take what you can get. You're not worrying about trying to complete a blueprint. You're just trying to get something that looks cool, right? Decent. You're not going for perfect. You're going for decent, and that's more what this glitch will achieve for you. Yeah, Trix, appreciate it. Yeah, let me know. Obviously, I can only just show you guys what works for me. And as you've seen, that's what works for me. But, I mean, I get this. See, it's called Haymaker Duplicate. It's the pulled blueprint. And I pulled it from something else. But because I own it, I don't know whether it's working because I own it. And I don't have the blueprints that I use to pull this in the right setups and all of that shit on an alt to test it on an alt. And no, I think the Mastercraft, that's why people are having trouble with this one, because it's a Mastercraft. And it's the Mastercraft look for the attachments, I don't think is what you'll have trouble getting the look for on pulled blueprints. Because Mastercraft looks don't actually have a skin for the attachments to select. And that's where trying to get the Mastercraft look, I don't know whether you're only going to get this complete look if you own the blueprint. Because these are the base parts. So you won't be able to attach. See, this has those looks without those attachments even equipped. Now, if you pull this blueprint, it will. These things won't have that look to them. So what this would look like is this. Oh no, hang on. That was a bad example. This. Why did that not do that? That was different. Oh, because it thinks I don't own that blueprint. That's weird. Maybe that will work for you guys then, because it shouldn't be not giving me the duplicate, the look to it there. Why is it not giving us the look just there? This. See how it's got that look? But if I go along and I create that onto a non-Mastercraft blueprint, it no longer has that look. And that's what you guys are going to end up with. See, that's where I'm saying, if you don't pull this as the Mastercraft, turn it into the Mastercraft. But that's why we're game 2, where you've seen what I've done in game 2, that might be bringing it on as to be able to get the barrel working. But I can't confirm whether that's just doing that working for me because I own the blueprint, and then because I'm altering it, it's putting the blueprint that I own in, which is then the Mastercraft. So then practically it's just selecting this, and now because that's selected there, it's working. So I can't answer that, but hey, you can try. I can show you guys other blueprints though, and pulling other stuff. So we can go along and what's saying here? We'll start off, we'll show you Warzone, and then we'll show in multiplayer. They're actually identical. They're both the same. I've got more time in multiplayer, so we'll go over and do it in multiplayer. And this one will show how to use the camos, pull a blueprint, and then we'll run a camo on it, right? Now, to run a camo on a blueprint, okay, put me off for a second. I thought we were on the alt that I created. I was like, hang on, what's going on here? We need to... What camo are we going to put on a blueprint? These are all going to wipe. I don't play multiplayer. I'm not going to show you a multiplayer running the camos because I don't have the setup ready to do it. Camos that I have unlocked, I don't have unlocked for only one weapon. I have them for all the weapons, and so I don't have access. I don't even have a camo that works in multiplayer that I don't have that, yeah, to swap over that I can't just equip. So the multiplayer, there's no point showing you. Just know that multiplayer works the same as Warzone, but at least over in Warzone I can show you with more camos, because I can show you with all the Modern Warfare camos, right, on Black Ops 6 guns, so you can see it working. Over in multiplayer, half my camos that I've got ain't displaying, so it's too hard to see. So we'll show you over here. It's the same principle, but obviously, yeah. We're going to start with this gun here. Can you edit your classes mid-game in Havoc? FinFan? If so, then that'll work. Then I'll be able to show you this better. Two game process. First game is to pull the blueprint. Second game is to put the camo onto it that you want. Well, I want to give away this account at the end of the stream, so I want you guys to hit that goal. You guys are getting there. I'm going to cut that goal down to 60 likes. Smash that like button. Get it up there. Okay, so we select our class. Now we're going to go along and we'll select the gun with the camo that we don't have unlocked. Then we go back out, we come back in and we select... What are we trying to pull? Oh, I'm pulling a PP9, right? And then we'll just say to this, and we'll just select this one right here, right? Then, because it started with the 7 attachments, we're going to fill this out. We're going to put on... The game's not broken, we will. Fill this out.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
6 and 7 don't go to 8 attachments on it. And these are pulling skins for this attachment, right? So people saying, can you complete blueprints? That's what we've just done right here. We've just completed this. We've chosen our own random attachments. These can be whatever attachments you choose. You can build your meta setup, right? And then make it right. And all of these coming in, choosing the skins for it, and you're completing the blueprint with the skins, right? So now we've got a blueprint there with the skins and stuff like that. Now, before we leave this game, we have to re-equip that shotgun that I used to... with the camo on it that we don't own, to make all of this stuff save, to be able to use it in the next game. But I'll just jump down and I'll show you guys us holding it. So we've got this blueprint here, right? Now, what we can do is we want to go along and we want to go back to our shotgun, like this. And as you see the sight has a look to it and all sorts of stuff like that. And you're bringing this, so you're pulling the skins for the attachments. Now, half these attachments I just didn't happen to hit a skin for, so that's the only reason why half it's not there. But we can leave. And now we can go on to applying the camo to it, right? We got this here, which is this gun here, right? Now, at this point, if you want, you could alter this, and then you could save that blueprint as a padlock blueprint for that purple one, which is different to the one we're running in game. And then we could save that, and then we could use the equipped padlocked guns. We could equip it down here, and we could run that down there without any problems as well. So there's lots of different ways you can use all these different glitches together and stuff like that. You can pull stuff into slots, you can use things into slots, or you could choose to pull them there to save them, to be able to use them somewhere else and do all sorts of different stuff. It's all about how you're trying to use this glitch. That's why it's really hard to teach some things, because I don't know, some people might be watching it, but they're trying to use it in a different way. So then it's just, you know, it's all about how you're trying to use it. So we've got this here. Now let's go in and show you how to run camos on it, right? So we're going back in. Now to run the camo on it, we start with the gun. And then for the camo, we need 2 guns saved, right? We need the gun with the camo that wipes. And that needs to be on a base blueprint with no attachments. Then we need another gun with the camo that does not wipe on a gun that has 1 attachment. And that camo that does not wipe will stick to the gun that's in our class that we've just pulled. we'll swap to Constellation's End. So Constellation's End will stick onto that SMG that we've got in our class at the end of the game. After we swap to this gun, we will actually run the SMG with this camo on it. We'll swap to this gun here. We'll be able to apply this camo to the SMG of the blueprint that we just pulled. We'll be able to use it all game like that, but at the end of the game, when we get back to the menu, the SMG will be sitting there with this camo sitting on it, applied to it, that we could continue to use it with this camo from that point without having to do anything. Or the following game, we could go and reapply any of these other camos and run it with those. So you've got so many different options with this thing, and it all comes down to how you want to use things and how you want to run things. 2 separate games, yes, for the applying the stuff, yes. So you pull it in one game, and then the second game is where you're applying the camo and stuff, or you're using it.
With a G.
Mystic, I've shown that. I've fully set up a level 5 account in the stream. It was level 1, we leveled up, put cameras on it and everything, blueprints, everything. They're back on the stream. So now we've got the gun here. We select that class, we come in, and now we go across when the game doesn't be broken. We come across and we select our assault rifle. That has a camo we're not allowed, right? And no attachment. When the game's not broken and it just does it. See, this game's so trash right now, guys. It's hard to work with. It says that's equipped, but it's not equipping it. The game's been broken. I'm going to leave match. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. But it's ignoring what we're doing. And it's sometimes this game can be so broken where you just don't even work with it. Just leave the game. It's not listening to your stuff, and it's even, look, I was applying stuff in there and it just was ignoring it. But you'll see it won't do that this next game. That's just the game doing its own fucking shit sometimes. It's so out the gate. This game's beyond broken. Hopefully that didn't just mess that all up, though. That might have. I hope it didn't. We've got 9 attachments on this gun. I'm gonna start. I might have to start over again because that stupid fucking class is backing. Why are they doing that, eh? You go into your class, it closes it on you. It does stupid shit, man. What? How many years of making these games and they got that sort of basic shit happening? Still? Hey, Jeff. How you doing, my friend? Yes, Mystic. Literally all of the stuff that you see on my main, we transferred over to our level 1 account earlier in the stream and set it up. And if the stream hits 60 likes before I end it, I expose the email and password for that account that we set up, and someone can have it. I almost might repull this. You have to do it in 2. Oh, yeah, I read that. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Okay, let's play this camo. Right, last game, just ignore it. I don't know what the fuck it was doing. Select our class to come in, and we come in, right? We select our gun, our thing with the Borealis camo on it, and this time puts it in. I don't know why it was doing that weird shit. Now we come along, and then we go along and we select the next one, right? Now this is the Constellation's End. This is going to stick on the gun, right? Back out, and now we go along and we put the nuke camo one, and this one is the nuke camo that was going to run on the gun. So now when we come, we run the gun with the nuke camo, right? So we can run it with nuke camo, which looks cool and everything. But when we get back to the menus, it now has Constellation's End on it. So this is how, and this is the gun that we pulled. So this is how you can run all the camos that you don't own on things like that, and run them on them and all sorts. And now this has Constellation's End on it. Now again, you could go along and you could now, if you wanted it on this mushroom blueprint with Constellation's End, we could save this and we could save that as a blueprint. Then we could go along and equip it down here and stuff like that. It comes again, broken record. It's all about how you want to go about using this stuff. So now we've got this camo with that, that gun with that camo, and we can just come in, and when we load into the game, we can just use it with that camo. Or we can do those same steps again, that triple swap, and as the second gun, instead of it being a Constellation's End, if we want, we can choose it to be Obsidian gun, and we could apply Obsidian for the next time we come in, and then we could have Obsidian on it if we want, or we can just keep with Constellation's End and not change the camo on it, and actually as the third gun, run nuke camo or Borealis or something like that, or anything like that. So it's really, it just comes down to how you want to run it. So this time we'll go and apply Borealis to it. Then we'll go on to Dragon's Breath. Waiting for what? Any glitch for operators? Nah. They tend to care about operators. Even if you manage to glitch one in, they would just wipe when you went to the play screen anyway. Like camos do out of the classes that wipe and stuff like that. You're just pointless. Things they care to stop, they do well. Take that with a grain of salt. They don't care to stop this shit. AFK and Plunder, look, they cared to stop. They permabanned all those people that were doing it. If they care, they stop it. They just don't care about all this stuff that we do.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up. Stand by.
And we got a gun. And see, we can just run it. It'll just have Constellation's End on it.
Enemies are dropping into the
No problem.
area. Watch the sky.
Now again, if we wanted to go through and run it with a different camo on it, we could. Borealis. Borealis. Go on.
Changing mag.
Whoa, he says. Dude didn't even notice I was there. Look at your map.
Deployment to the war zone has been authorized.
And this is how you can also camo swap for people that don't want to break their account. See how I'm swapping camos over onto this gun? You can camo swap and everything, and none of that is the broken account camo swapping. Right? I don't even think if we come to here, I think we unbroke the account before this stuff. Yeah, see, it's not even coming with camos or anything. We've unbroken it before that. So none of that stuff that we've seen there was from broken account stuff either. Can you do AFK and Plunder using... I don't even touch... I don't macros or any of that shit. If you have to macro to do something, I wouldn't recommend doing it. There's a reason you guys have not seen a single tutorial from Bman telling you guys to go AFK and Plunder. I haven't told you guys to do that since Black Ops 6 released. Not once. There's a reason I'm not banned. I don't do anything that involves macros and shit like that. And I don't tell you guys to either. Man, if your game's crashing, man, that's got nothing to do with me. Sorry, that's been something to game support. I've got nothing to do with the game crashing. Mine's not crashing, so I have no comments on that one. Hey brother, how you doing? I level up my prestige faster. What? How do I level up my prestige faster? You don't want to. Oh, well, I wouldn't want to. I don't prestige. I hold prestige off as a safety net and a last resort. If you fuck up your account and you fuck something up or something goes wrong, you're able to reset everything out and go back to square one to be able to have a second chance to have cool stuff setting up in your account. So for that reason, I would highly suggest never to prestige, unless, especially if you watch my videos and do lots of menu glitching with this game, because a lot of people sometimes you might pull blueprint pull, and I think if you blueprint pull from the wrong Modern Warfare blueprint over and pull the wrong and make it pull a Black Ops 6 blueprint that doesn't exist or something, I think at that point there's some things there that can bug out, and then your classes get a rolling boot whenever you're trying to come into that class for that mode, and which point you have to prestige to be able to wipe your classes to be able to undo all of that. So for that reason and stuff like that, I don't prestige, and I highly recommend that nobody else prestige. You don't get much out of prestiging. Who the fuck cares for prestige? Stay at max level 55. You don't have to care about getting grinding for rank. I don't. You're not gonna risk getting banned, permanent banned for going AFK if you never do it. Let's jump in and show you guys. I might as well come and show you this while I'm chilling. Hopefully this likes get up so I can give away this account. This thing here, man. This thing's here so OP. No, you can fix it if it won't allow you to go in Warzone. Yes, you can, if you're lucky. You can fix it by prestige, and back when we used to be able to make it so that you could move a gun around by backing out of the mode, and then it make a gun swap into the thing that was previous there, what you had create new, and you can make it turn into another gun. We used to be able to use that to be able to undo what we had done and what we had put into the classes causing that problem. But I'm not sure if you'll be able to use the broken account to undo that now, because they changed how that worked. You can go into training, and then it will allow you to equip and allow you to delete your loadout. Fucking legend. I didn't know that one. But I personally haven't had that problem myself to even have to come up with that. So, GG. Appreciate it. I'm sure whoever, if somebody does have that problem, that's helpful to them. So yeah, if you got that booting problem, there you go, guys. Make sure you do that. Go into the training.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, you're lucky that missed you. Dead. Wait, how come I didn't get that? Oh, so you stole my kill, you bastard. Hey, Bman, real quick, I have been going around to COD content creators and asked them, do you like COD's new movement system in 19 to present? And if not, do you think they would ever go back to old OG system? I would not, personally, I wouldn't, I don't think there is ever an option to go back when it comes to gaming. You don't go back to old stuff, because the truth of the matter is, if you go back and play like Black Ops 1 and stuff like that, you feel like you've got fucking concrete blocks on your thing and the game's not running the same. Once you've been spoiled and you've seen the light, it's hard to go back to the dark.
Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Personally, I prefer to be able to just pull out my melee weapon and infinite sprint over having to spam slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump to slide cancel all the time to move across somewhere fast. Just hold a button instead of having to do stuff like that. So personally, I prefer this, and I like to be able to, when I'm running the crossbow and things like that, I like the option to be able to dive backwards after you fire something when you're taking cover for somewhere. So, you know, dive backwards and stuff like that. So I actually like that myself. So I like the new movement. He's right above me. Where is he trying to come in? Oh, fuck off. Pull me in the animation. I'd already pressed the fucking throw button before I noticed he was there.
Welcome to the Gulag. Fight to win redeployment.
Don't get through, buddy. You gotta wait.
Right side. Be ready. You're next.
I do wish they add a game mode where it's just OG and then one for new.
Failure means elimination.
Yeah. I don't really think movement matters too much with how heavy aim assist is. Is this a real player? He's playing weird. What are you doing?
Enemy eliminated.
Playing weird. He wasn't a real player though.
Back with a new strategy.
Well, this is a very different game. I don't normally die on Super Sword before I get my loadout. What happens when you get caught in an animation, I guess?
Marks a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
When you're talking about the OG movement, are you meaning like slide cancelling and all of that and stimming to get the movement boost and everything? Personally, I'm more for like the stim boost because I think they nerfed that to the ground, eh? To the point where I don't even run stims anymore. I used to run them for the movement boost. Fuck, that's a player. I don't need a player coming in behind me while I'm trying to get my load out. Oh, fuck off.
Took a shot. Changing mag.
I don't need to get shot in the back by that player over there. Wait, that was heaps of loot. Might just go.
Got one down. Loading.
I'm mainly taking about the speed. Like, army movement is cool, but I feel like the game you. Holy shit.
Watch out, thermite.
Is that a real player? Oh.
Changing mag.
The way he beamed me, this thing felt like it was not bot.
Enemy UAV overhead. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Okay. We got our drill charge now, we're sorted. Now there's that player that just jumped on that building. We'll sort him out. We'll just deal with this first.
Nice job, soldier. Stay there to secure the intel point.
Like every game, you need to be on crack to keep up. So you're saying you want a slower movement? Is that what you're getting at? I think that's more like where COD's going, eh? They're confused. They like build casual modes and stuff like that, and they don't track your stats and stuff like that. For me, in my region, the only modes that are playable are these modes here, casuals, that do not track stats. None of the stat tracking modes are playable for me. I'm gonna go push that dude because I got some fun for him. Hang on, I need to go and get my drill charges level. Set up our drill charges, our infinite. Get rid of that. Now we got heaps of drill charges. Go and grab them out of here. Now it's pulling the ammo out of our jack, out of our grenade launcher. Let's go over this dude. I want to go get that kill. Use our grenade launcher. Ah, didn't let me give me a chance to use my grenade launcher. Damn it. Oh, someone's hunting me? I want to be hunting them. I don't want them to be hunting me because I want to be the one pushing the building that someone's camping. I got 100 grenade launchers. Now we just need to go buy my ammo box. My account is broken. If I make a max classes and use bottom 5 classes, can I load into game using? Yes. 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 Next game, I'll go and show you guys how to use those, eh? On the next game, I'll show you. Oh, there's a loadout over there. Oh. Why did I put my loadout way the fuck over there? Most dumbest place to drop a loadout. What the fuck? I hope I don't run into some bush camper or something up here. Oh, there's prox chat. Why did I just see prox chat name on my screen up here? I shouldn't be seeing any prox chat unless someone's up here. Yeah, it got me killed 5 times. I'm just trying to get it. Wait, what? What's your opinion on this game? Wait, what got you killed? What have I missed? Sorry, Ali. Someone had to use it. Why is my loadout drop all the way over here and no one else's did? So this here, look, delete these 3. These are those 3 loadout 3, 4, and 5, right? So to use it, I would go like this, and then I would duplicate this, and then I would select this. Or to use this one, I would delete this, and then I would duplicate this into here. Now, because of my stuff, I don't know if I want to use that. Hang on. Ghost, Quartermaster, and Scavenger. I need those. We're going to select that, and then I have to grab them back. Right? And then we get these stuff. I need to be running this stuff. But that's how you'll run it.
The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there.
Oh, damn it. I just cost myself ammo. Whatever. Someone's over there, sniping.
Moving this way.
Can I add you if you don't mind me asking? I don't play with people. I'm a solo player, so there's not much point. How did that not hit you just then?
Bounty target's gone dark.
Swapping mag.
Dead. The reason I done that is because then I get all my ammo back. I had to use the drill charge to start it using the ammo from the RGL. Dang, I just realized on MP my padlock blueprints are actually sticking, but only to specific classes. Yes, those are the classes that do not stick that we that we talk about. You have to make sure that you never ruin those classes by putting stuff that don't wipe in them. Always keep those classes with at least one item that wipes in those classes, and they will always be able to have stuff that do not wipe, or that wipe without wiping.
UAV available for tasking.
Need recon overhead.
Oh, please go on a building. Oh,
Loading.
real player too. That's not. That's a bot. Oh, what? He's not even taking cover? Bot. We can go back and grab another UAV. Do you think that B07 will be good? It will be a disappointment on this game, in my opinion. COD's going downhill, so in my opinion, if you're still playing COD, you're going to be playing COD regardless of whether it's good or bad. If you're playing Black Ops 6 at this point, with all that bullshit in Black Ops 6 and how bad it is, doesn't matter whether COD releases the most broken game of the year, you're still going to buy it and play it all year, aren't you? So,
Swapping mag.
I think that's where COD's at now. They don't even have to try anymore. Oh look, yeah, that's right. We got the nuke stuff. So we got that nuke blueprint. I don't own that nuke blueprint. This, or this katanas or whatever they are. But see, we got an absolutely crazy amount of drill charges right now. We got 3 here, plus 6 here. Oh, I think this is running stickies actually, but those are 6 drill charges for the underbarrel. And then we got the munitions box, which will give us a whole heap more. Crazy amount of drill charges. So if we catch someone camping in a building, they're gonna think we're ammo hacking.
Gas is moving.
I don't like that there's someone up there sniping. Like, why are you taking casuals that seriously? Oops, head caps. Is there any way to pull Darkman solo? Solo? Probably not. To get camos, you need to have access to someone else that's got the camo. Oh, someone's here.
Requesting recon flyover.
Wait, what? No one's here? There's a dead body here. I don't like that this is heavily sniped on. By that. What are those two doing?
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the
This is going to be a dumb game. I just want to take people out that are camping in buildings. I don't want to deal with hill campers or hill snipers. What's this dude shooting? Is that a bot shooting at me from miles away? Why is he targeting me so far away?
Watch the skies.
Took a shot.
That's why I didn't shoot that. I let the other dude shoot that because I knew the other one was a person.
Got one down.
This guy up here was a player. Okay. Damn it, no I don't have my UAV to find the dudes that are in buildings. Game isn't playing out too well. Just don't want to mess with... Oh, I just want to hit this UAV.
UAV available for tasking.
Need recon overhead.
UAV standing by.
Okay, we got... See these armory unlocks? I have everything unlocked on my main. Absolutely everything. I don't know why I randomly get those all the time. Happens all the time. Goodbye. Most broken attachment in the game. One shot attachment. I made a video on it.
We're a dot.
COD did better on MW2 and MW3 than... Yeah, we're saying that now, but back then we were saying how trash it was then too, and I can go and look at my channel. My channel wouldn't exist if COD was doing well. That's the reality of things. If I have content, COD's not doing well.
Sing recon flyover.
UAV available for tasking.
My content is showing all the things wrong with COD. The fact that I'm uploading like 5 videos every week speaks value, man.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the
Yo, chill with that fucking sniper rifle, brother. This gun is crazy good. Especially because it's such a laser beam and can kill like that. But you can also just...
Got gas moving in.
Whoa. I don't know how I missed that so easily. And I don't know why that dude was being so body.
Loading.
Also, when I pulled the L-Season Zeus gun and Plunder, it came, but it didn't have the lightning bolt through the gun. Yeah, see, if you've seen when I pulled it, I had all of that, and I'm not sure whether it's because I own the blueprint, so I can pull it completed without issues. This gun is a laser beam, man. Like, straight up. Look at how quickly it kills at range, too. And we have so many ghoul charges if we need them and everything. This is possibly the meta. I made a video on it yesterday. If you didn't watch it, I hope you smash that like button on it if you watched. Appreciate everyone showing all the support, too. You're legends. Go grab another UAV, I suppose.
Flanking here. Enemy visual.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone. Gulag is closed until further notice.
Loading!
Loadout drop headed your way.
Need recon overhead.
UAV standing by.
Dude over here. We can drill charge him. I want to get some drill charge kills, man. That's why I'm doing this game here. It's sad it can't win to hell. Yeah, I mean, money. It's all because of the money, eh?
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Dead though.
You're in the top 10.
I didn't have.
Knocking them down.
I didn't have a self-revive. That's why you carry self-revives. I win that if I had a self-revive.
Shake it off and keep pushing.
Did I have a self-revive? What happened there? Counter. BO1 is the best. Yeah. BO1 was the best because of the way they done zombies, man. Zombies made the BO1. Where are we at? Did we hit the goal? So I can give us a count away. Might have to be another stream. Hoping to give it away today. I think I've shown everything. How to pull merely blueprints, I think, is only left. And that's pretty straightforward. It's just here. So we want to pull, say, the nuke blueprint. We'll just put this in. Back out. Come in. Equipped either Dragon's Breath or a camo you don't own. Their class. Select the blueprint that's equivalent to pull, whatever you're trying to pull. Back out, and then it will turn into that blueprint. Now this will only work in the classes that wipe, not the classes that don't wipe. That's pretty simple, easy to do. I showed Dragon's Breath pulling. Did I? Oh, it's the same. No, we did. We showed pulling with Dragon's Breath. So I've showed that. I think I've covered everything. I think that's a successful stream. Correct me, but I think we've covered everything on this list. That's to cover. How to camos, blueprints, we've done that. How to create, use classes that do not wipe, we've got that. What to do before you account, yep. How to break account to camo swap. After broken account, how to do that. How to make broken guns, we've shown that. We can briefly just re-show that. So when you come along, say we've got here, how to make a broken gun in here. So like this jackal here, we could make this. All you do, come along, select bone shard. We get off the thing off, select bone shard. After that, select CHF barrel, and then a mono suppressor. Back out, come back in. Say create new, and it removes the Mastercraft restrictions. We come across the skins, select the blood draw or the scourge blueprint. Then select rainbow or another blueprint and it will remove all the barrels and stuff. And you go along and you make broken guns and stuff like that. So you make Mastercrafts, remove the Mastercraft restrictions, and then you go along and you can merge and make some broken guns and all sorts with that. That's pretty easy to do. Yeah, pretty much everything, guys. There's not much more. I think I've covered everything in the stream now. The zombies classes, blueprints. Oh, now that we've got broken, yep, I've showed everything. We can go along. Hopefully this will not require me to restart the account, my console. Hate where it sometimes just won't log in. It does this. Make it kick it, actually do it. You have to go into YouTube sometimes. Oh, come on, game, just connect. Takes half an hour. What's your best Black Ops game? Black Ops 1 and 2 for zombies. Grew up with it. I never played multiplayer back on those games. I didn't care for multiplayer mode. I've never cared for a Black Ops, for a Call of Duty multiplayer game modes, to be honest. I'm not a multiplayer player. I only do it if I need the items for the other modes I play. And the current way the zombies is formula, where it's not points per hit and it's points per kill and all that dumb shit, it's not the same game that Black Ops 1 and 2 was. I was a zombies fan back then. But the way the game was designed is way different. It's not even the same game. It's the same name, but that's it. Nothing else about the game is the same. Okay, so now that we've got this account broken, this is that alt that we broke and we duped over to earlier and everything like that. I might as well show you guys back the zombie stuff, right? Because I didn't show you before because we hadn't broken the account at that point. But as I said, once you've got the account broken, we're able to equip the blueprints into here, right? So now, these blueprints, we can use these blueprints to pull other blueprints, right? So we can go along and we can say, create new into here. Then we can go along and we can say, duplicate on a blueprint. Right, so say this blueprint. Then we can say duplicate. Then we can back out, come back in, and now we have that blueprint in there, right? So now that we've got that blueprint there, we can come out of here and we can bring in player 2. The profile that has other blueprints, right? Or access to other guns. Doesn't even need to have blueprints on it. We can come in and we can bring in another profile. Now this one just needs to have camos on it, and you can. This one controls the camos, right? So now we can go across to here with player 2. We can come in and we can select. We can grab a camo if we want it with a camo. So like this, duplicate, and now we can go along to a gun and we can pull blueprints of that gun. So we can just say create new onto this, like this here, right? Then we back out. That's with player 2. Now with player 1, we back out to this screen, and with player 2, we come in. Now, because player 1 had a blueprint in their class, we're going to pull a blueprint of player 2's gun. So now we've just gone along, and player 1 has just pulled the blueprint that you guys are all trying to pull, this blueprint. And it's so much easier if you do it this way. So now, over here, we have now got this blueprint working over here. And this, and so once you got the broken account, we can use blueprints that we don't own, locked blueprints that we duped before. So this account at the start of the stream had nothing on it, right? These blueprints I duped over using the multiplayer dupe. Then we save them, and now I'm using these blueprints to pull other blueprints onto this profile. And we can then go along, save this blueprint, and then I can use this blueprint over in Warzone or multiplayer or etc, right? And stuff like that as well. So there's ways you can use this type of stuff. It's just, I guess you just got to try and decide what you're trying to do and decipher the methods and put them together to how you want to use it. So now we've got this gun, right? And if I was to take this in game, this will work in game. So we'll go along and back out player 2. Come in. So on this standard. Liberty Falls. And we'll load in, right? And remember, this account, we also duped the augments over and everything. So this has all of those augments because they stick. So it's going to have all of those augments. So our energy mine will be a turret and things like that, right? So we'll come in and we'll show you guys this. And this is the account that's getting given away. The like goal is hit. So get down there and smash that like button. You guys want the chance to get this account? Changing it to 45. At that 45 likes goal, I bring up the account's email and password for this account, this level 5 account that's got all this stuff. So you can do it. So we've got this, right? Now, it won't look like the blueprint in-game because we haven't saved it yet to get the name up, right? So we can use it with the camos and all of that stuff. I'm just going to go along and grab a... to show you guys the... I'm trying to... How can I show you guys augments? I'd have to go through and get a perk. Whatever. Augments are working anyway. I don't need to show all of that stuff. Augments are working, guys. Now, to get this to show up as the blueprint, we would have to have saved it. So I'll go and show you guys that part. You can use the, so we can use that that Zeus blueprint in zombies as well. But when you dupe them over, you have to save them to get the name to show up first, which we'll show you. What am I showing right now? I'm showing the zombies blueprint pulling and stuff in zombies. So see how this here, it says the gumball ballistics. It's not saying the name of this blueprint. So all we need to do is come across, remove this, and now it will change that. And now that, for some reason, it didn't change the name of it. Did it not save it? Yeah, it did. Now that should just be working though. So now when we go on game, that should work. And there you go there. You get it. See, it comes with the barrel and all of that stuff and everything. And this is on the level 5 account.
Never been so glad to see backup arrive. Hell,
So we can run it, and we're running it with the camo and all of that stuff. We've got it saved on the account. You know, it comes working, looking cool and everything. So we'll go along and we'll get our perk so you can see the augments working. Getting there, 33. 12 more likes and I show the account details for this.
Somewhere in your AO
And it'll be first in, first served to log in and get it.
and extract it. I'm counting on their expertise to end this outbreak.
So this could be you playing with this gun right now on this account in half an hour. If you're lucky.
Enough bullshit from the peanut gallery.
What's the catch with the account? There is no catch. What do I need to put a catch on for? I don't need it anymore. You guys seen my main. This is just an account I'm using to show you guys how to do everything. It's rubbish to me at the end of the stream. I can make them in an hour, you know? It's just, the point is like, it's worthless to me at the end of the stream, so you guys want it? Hit that 45 likes and I'll show you guys the account detail, and whoever's first in, they can have the account email and password to it. All of the stuff I put on it in the stream is just to show you guys and teach you guys how to do this yourselves. One lucky person will get this account to be able to have access to these camos and everything. And if they want, they can put these camos over to their main or and to their friends or whatever they want to do.
Max armor.
We'll get this perk. I'm hoping it doesn't take too much longer for another 11 more likes. But I'm not intending to keep the stream too long, lots longer. I've kind of showed everything. This account's ready to give away now. It's got everything on it it needs to have. Classes are set up. You can run the stuff quite easily. This one's pretty much ready for someone to win. We'll just show you these augments working. What am I doing? I can just get the instant free power up. And here you go, you see the augments, because we don't even have augments unlocked yet, but we've put the turret augment on for our energy mine. And there you go there. It's working. All the augments and everything work. And everything.
Bonus boy.
So this account's set. It's got all the augments that my main runs. It's got the camos that my main runs. It can just use them like my main uses them. And everything. I'm not sending the email at all. It'll be you guys what it's. It'll just be whoever managed to get it, claim the account will get it. I'm just going to put bring up my screen that has the email and the password on a notepad, and whoever's able to use their account's email and password to make the account theirs, they can. I don't know what you need to do it. I'm just going to show on the stream the account's email and password, and I guess it's first in to log in and claim and change the password and claim the account gets it, I guess. Do whatever you need to do. So this is just an alt that I've created on the Xbox today, so it's just an Xbox account. There's nothing more to it. So it's just an email and password. Nah, see, I don't have the time to individually put camos on people's accounts for them individually. I've got bigger things to do in my life.
If a doctor was involved with
Unfortunately.
this, they ought to lose their license.
Kind of my way of doing it for the odd one person. Someone's getting this account. It's just I've just spent like hours this stream, 2.5 hours to get this account with all the stuff on it that's on it. So it takes a while to actually set accounts up.
Way to sweat that
But as you see, the sliding augment and all of that stuff works. All the augments in that are working. And everything. And this profile doesn't own a single blueprint or anything, right? So we're pulling blueprints off from locked blueprints that we duped from my other profile earlier today. So if anybody's wondering how to do everything you've seen here, how we've got this account set up how it is, if you go back and you watch the stream right over, you'll see every step I've gone through to be able to get to the process of being able to have all this sort of stuff on this account like this, right? How we've gone through, we've put all of this different stuff onto here with all these different camos, with all these locked blueprints, saved them as blueprints, and now we're able to go along, we've set the account up to be broken, now we're able to go along and equip locked blueprints and use those locked blueprints to pull other blueprints, and pretty much everything, you know. There's pretty much practically nothing we can't do. Our augments are all locked. We've got it fully set up with all the locked augments and everything. So anybody that's maybe you've got a big family, right? You've been grinding this game and you want your brother to be able to jump in and play with you on zombies, but he hasn't been grinding this game, he doesn't have anything to use. You can do this to an alt, and then your brother now has all the same shit that you do, has a class that has all the same shit you do, all the augments that you have, and now you and your brother can go along and play in zombies or whatever mode you're trying to play in together without one person being way behind the other in unlocks and everything like that. So it's really cool. Ammo swap, it's definitely working. I've just showed her in this whole thing. Don't come into a stream that's literally showing you doing that stuff for the last 2 hours saying it's not working. Sorry. Go back and watch the stream. Everything's working, man. Ammo swap works perfectly fine. Look, see this here? Boom, we just camo swapped. So yeah, I mean, this account's ready to give away, so if we can hit that 45 likes, we need a few more, and then I can show up the giveaway. Not many more, only a few more now. 8 more likes, and we do the giveaway. And how it's going to work, as you see this screen here, this right here, I'll click on this, and right here instead of here, it'll show what this text doc is, and on this text document says the email, the password, and the gamer tag of the account that we're on. So that's how it's going to work. Once we hit 45, I'll click onto this, and it will display the email and the password. And I guess you guys will be in a race for you guys then. It'll be whoever's the fastest to go on and do whatever you need to do to claim that account. I don't know what you have to do. And then you'll be able to go along and you'll be able to get this and make the most of this and maybe dupe this, do everything you've seen in this video to put that stuff over to your main account. And you might be, maybe you don't want all of this stuff on this account, but maybe you just want to get hold of one of the camos we've put on this account. Maybe you want to just get a hold of Mercury camo, so that you've got a camo that never wipes, or one of these ones. So you've got a camo that does wipe, because then you can do all the blueprint pulling and stuff like that. Or maybe you're after these ones that don't wipe. It's up to you. $38. We're getting there. We'd be getting there. Okay. So rename. Don't push that. I don't know what that's doing. So from this point down, these are the ones that stick. These are the ones that don't. You have to delete to make them work. Let's go into a game and just show that being done. What are we going to need to use? Oh, the new LC10 that we just pulled. Let's go and use that. So we'll come over to here. We just pulled that over in zombies. Oh, did I not save it? Oh, because I just created another thing. We just wiped saving it. Hang on, I got to go back and resave it. Because we didn't save it properly. Yep. We're at 40. I need another 5 more. Come back over and grab that LC10. That on. Fuck, might as well leave that on, to be honest. Whatever. Now let's go back over and let's... Oh, do we have the LC10 unlocked? We don't. We're going to have to unlock the LC10 before we can use it. We have to unlock it first. You can't equip the guns this way, locked guns that you don't already have unlocked. So we would have to go along and unlock the LC10 before we could use this glitch to equip it. That way. But there's other workarounds. Because my name is Bman, we're going to do it a different way. 42, not far off. Okay, so we'll come to here, we'll equip it into here. Then we will just do it this way. So this one here, yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. Because we can equip that in afterwards. An HDR would be good. That's the class we want to run. Scavenger, Quartermaster, and Ghost. Okay, that's going to be the class you'll want to run. So now that we've got that, we want to go to here. To a gun that needs overkill. We need to go and just grab, delete this. Then go back to this and duplicate this up to secure that there. Now that's there, that's cool. Same with this one, I think. Oh no, we've already got that there. So now I need to come across and we want to go boom. We need a gunfighter wild card, one of this. Undo. I don't know why it didn't undo that, but now we got to reset that up. So now we come into here, we'll equip this, right? Overkill and our sniper. Right, now whoever gets this account, this is what you're going to do. We're at 42, we're only 3 away. So like this, then we'll come into here. And we can set the stuff up into here, and then we can just run these online. So, we're going to go along, and we start with overkill. We need to equip our gunfighter. Undo, didn't get out fast enough. Come in again, equipped our gunfighter, and back out. Undo, didn't do it fast enough. Gunfighter, back out. All the way out, and then undo once we get out here, right here, undo. Now we come across, and now that's there. Now we want to put those down here. We want to say delete to that. Have that favorited and say create new. And then that will come down here, right? We can do the same to here, delete to this one. So create new on all of these ones, because I'd rather that be down there. So now we've got the Storm Rage down here, right? So now this account's going to be set up to run the Storm Rage and the Natulo, these stuff, and it doesn't own any other stuff. Just remember this, guys. All of this stuff's been duped over from my main, right? And now let's go in and run that stuff, right? So just remember, this account was level 1 at the start of the stream. It had nothing on it or anything. We had to level it up to gain access to the loadouts. Then everything in this stream has showed everything that we have done on this account to get to the point where we're here with the Storm Rage blueprint, Nataloid, all these cool mastercrafts with cool camos on them and everything. And we're about to go in and just have a sick account. Well, we're about to give it away. Somebody else is going to have this, and they'll be able to use all these items to be able to do it to another account, and another one, and another one, as long as they follow what I've done and showed in the stream. So, if anything, smash that like button. This is the only place you're going to be able to find out all this sort of stuff, to be able to do up accounts like this. Show your support, so I know you guys will appreciate it, and I'll keep on going, keep on showing you guys how to do all this stuff. So this is the way that those people that are asking how they can get that, how to get this, that's the easiest way to get it. As you've seen, I've pulled this blueprint with all of this stuff and everything, with its cool look and everything to it. This is another way to pull it. I pulled it through zombies, and then we've gone and just put it into this class. We're at 42 likes, 3 more. And then we expose the account login. I'm looking at ending the stream soon too, so I hope we end that, hit that soon. Going on a 3-hour long stream. Oh, that's 1 more like, 2 more to go.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing's coming soon.
Those beautiful camos somebody's going to have access to. Let me know for feedback reasons what you guys, whether you guys enjoy this type of stream over gameplay streams and that, whether you guys want more like this in the future or not. You'll need a code from the email itself to take over the account as COD account password, same as email. I didn't create a COD account, so it probably is. That's just how Xbox is. No, you shouldn't. You can just log into, if you have it on Xbox, you'll just need my email and the password, be able to enter that into the add account onto your Xbox. You'll be able to add that Xbox profile to your account and play on it. I'm not telling you whether or not you try and do other complicated things with it from that is up to you, but that's what my intention is. I'm just giving you the details, so well, I'm finished with this account. I'll show you guys the email and password if you guys want to log into it and use it and for whatever. I don't care. That's just the reality. Like this stream, I'm just showing you guys how to do all of this stuff, and this account from this point is going to be rubbish to me, so if somebody wants it, they're free for grab it. I'll show you guys the email and thing and password to the Xbox account. Log in.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
It doesn't own the game or anything, so it's this account is you'd have to use it just how I'm playing with it. So your main would have the access to the games and everything. It's just the account you're playing on to use stuff, like how I'm using it here. We're at 43. At 45 likes, we show you the email and password. Shouldn't take too long for somebody to log me out either. As soon as I show the email and password, it should be a pretty simple process for someone to sign in on their console.
LDBR, ready for launch.
Show you guys how to use this stuff. Look. So on this profile, whoever gets it, this is what you'll do.
You've got a loadout.
How you'll use them. So the LC10 and HDR, that's all locked and everything. Doesn't matter. Delete it. Go to that one. Duplicate it in and select it from there. Full looks, everything. Just use it. Dark matter. Everything. Working, masterclass, and everything. So pretty much I'm hoping the intention of the stream is if you don't get this account yourself, you should be able to use all the information in this video to be able to do this yourself, to alts. So if you have items on your main, you'll be able to use your main. If you have an Xbox, a new gen Xbox, and you'll be able to make accounts for your friends. And then you can set your friend up. So instead of it being some random that I'm giving an account away, you could be doing this for your friends and give your friends accounts like this, you know? Maybe you're somebody that has access to an unlock tool. You're able to put all this crazy shit onto a thing, and then you can log into it on the Xbox and do the other stuff that's required on the Xbox side of things to be able to make it all work or something like that. I don't know. It's just all how you want to use things. But it all works perfectly. We're at 44. One more like, and we expose these details.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Where's all the bots at? It's not even bots around, what the fuck?
Loading.
Dead zone. No longer Warzone, it's Dead Zone. This place used to be lively 5 years ago. Now it's a ghost town. So, we're at that 45 likes. So, I don't know whether you want to get to your Xbox thing or whether you want time to go to your Microsoft site, go to a Microsoft login site, whoever's trying to make claim to the account, and get to whatever screens you want to get to make sure you can try and change the password. Because once I show it, I guess it'll be the matter of the first person to log in and change the password is going to be the one that claims it, I guess. I don't know how else it could work. And I guess what you might, I don't know what else you can do to claim it, or whether you can just use it. I don't know. That's gonna, yeah. But yeah, let's get in and show you guys this stuff, eh? So this is the account. Let's go along and show you guys. Here's the details for it, and we'll see how long it takes us for us to log out, or someone to log us out, eh? So here we go, here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. This is the details right here. Enjoy.
Loadout drop headed your way. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
That's the details. See how long it takes for this account to get logged out. I guess someone on Xbox is going to have to actually try and log into the Xbox with it, I guess. I don't know. See if we can get a snipe before that happens. And with that said, guys, GG. Appreciate you all that stopped in. I'm not used to running HDR with the scope. I run it with iron sights. Feels so weird with a massive scope. There we go. You got it. GG, guys, it worked. It's that easy. Giveaways work. Someone's got it. Simple as, easy as. Sign it out here. With that, guys, that's going to end today's stream. We've completely showed you guys how to fully set up accounts, everything, and we've even successfully given it away. So, with that said, guys, it's been a successful stream, and I'm going to end it there. So, appreciate you all that stopped in, and of course, I'll catch you guys in the videos and everything with that. Smash that like button, and of course, keep being awesome. Bman.